Hello world, welcome back to Raise Your RC. Just want to put together a video talking about the upgrades and modifications I made to my Schumacher Cougar Laydown stock spec. So been running this for the last few weeks actually, since my local track opened up, and put in a lot of battery packs, a lot of testing and tuning, and just kind of show what I've got going on. So first off, this motor seems to run a little bit hot in this buggy for whatever reason. I got the exact same electronics in my Team Associate B6.2, and the motor runs hotter in this. So I did notice that the body fits like super tight to the chassis and doesn't really allow a whole lot of air to go underneath the chassis. So I just kind of opened up the front end of this a little bit, get a little more airflow. I didn't want to put any holes in the windshield or anything like that, but yeah, opening up kind of the mouth of the body allows more air to kind of go in around the shock tower and through the body, lowers the temperatures a little bit. Also, I noticed with this buggy, it does run super light, like out of the box with some relatively light electronics. It's probably at like 1350 grams or so. So you definitely will need to add some weight to this buggy, and the best place to put that is definitely down low. So I actually swapped out the chassis from the carbon fiber piece to the aluminum piece, and that adds probably 30-40 grams of weight or something like that. And pretty much everyone runs a bunch of brass on the chassis, so I'm running a battery weight, which is actually made by TLR, and then a lot of people run the brass ESC block and the brass under servo weight. Some people run the Trishbits, what they call the shin splitter, which is a brass piece they mount right here. I don't have that, but yeah, with all these modifications and some aluminum bits, I'm now actually at 1500 grams. So it's nice to get it, sort of legal here in the United States. So other modifications I made was actually to upgrade the springs. So Schumacher springs are kind of a weird spring that no one else uses, and they won't fit on any other car. So I have a video on how to do that, but you can basically run associated spring cups, and then you can run any standard 12 millimeter bore shock spring that you want, whether you want associated springs, TLR, X-ray, whatever, it's up to you, but it's nice to have that option. The other thing I did was put on an associated 6 millimeter HD ball cup here in the bottom. So the stock piece is like a two-piece ball stead. Kind of annoying, you have to use like a 1.5 millimeter driver to get that shock off of the arm, and so running just a standard one-piece associated HD ball cup allows you to use a standard 2 millimeter hex driver whenever you want to remove it. So just a little more durable, a little bit easier, and you have no chance of that ball actually falling off. So I didn't really like the stock piece, but that's fairly easy and cheap, and it retains all the same dimensions and everything as the regular Schumacher ball cup. And as you can see here, I'm running standard springs here in the rear. So I'm running red associated spring up front, blue in the rear. I actually have some X-ray springs on order as well that I'm going to try. Those are nice because they're a little bit shorter, so you get the spring a little bit down lower, get that center of gravity way down low. I'm running this on carpet, so definitely get as much weight down low as you can is super beneficial. Other upgrade parts I added is the aluminum camber block up here. I don't think that's necessary. The S2 piece seems fine, but I got a really good deal on all these aluminum pieces, and so I also needed to add some weight in different places, so kind of went for some additional durability upgrades. Also got the aluminum hub carriers here up front, so as you can see there, they're the nice machined black pieces. Again, that's just kind of a durability upgrade. I didn't have any issues with the stock pieces, but that is one area that some people say they actually break. Also running the aluminum bell cranks here on the steering, and of course the aluminum servo horn. I also had the aluminum Ackerman bar, but I do not recommend buying that piece because the ball steads kind of go horizontal rather than vertical, and then so you really cannot adjust your bump steer for those really low ride heights. So just stick with the aluminum bell cranks, and that's certainly enough. In the rear, I'm running a rear sway bar. That helps tremendously. I would not recommend running this, at least on carpet, without the rear sway bar. That is pretty much a must. And then I'm also running the aluminum rear camber block. And yeah, so I think that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, also I put on a little fan mount here. So this is just a simple aluminum piece from Team Associate. It's like a servo mount for, I think, a B5. And it makes for a nice little mount for your fan there. Get a nice cooling on top of the fan where all the vents are. I was originally kind of running it here in the back, but there's just no airflow at all, so this lowers the temps a little bit. So anyways, that's pretty much it. I'm pretty much all legal now at 1,500 grams. And yeah, it's running really, really well. Actually, getting that weight down low helps tremendously. Definitely getting the sway bar is a huge improvement. And yeah, it's running really nicely. So stay tuned for more videos on this buggy. I'm going to be doing some more testing and tuning, and then finally a review once I'm all set. I hope you enjoyed this video. Definitely like, share, subscribe, hit the notification button. Look for more videos soon. Thanks for watching.